guys, Vince here. Matt and I are doing our climate change project on sea level rise and storm surges. Just wanted to start off with a couple of facts that we currently have 417 parts per million of CO2 in our atmosphere. Global temps, our annual average anomaly is a positive of 1.84 degrees Fahrenheit. Our Arctic ice extent is changing at a rate of 13%. It's decreasing 13% per decade. And the Antarctica ice extent is losing 152 billion metric tons of ice per year, which is dumping into our oceans. This is causing a sea level rise of approximately 99 millimeters, and that was measured in July of this year. And the rate of change every year is 3.4 millimeters. The effects that climate change has definitely causes more extreme weather and causes sea levels to rise. The hotter temperatures all across the globe, the land areas are seeing hotter days and longer heat waves. This is causing more ice to melt, and then in turn making sea levels rise. More severe storms are occurring because of the hotter temperatures as well. Changes in temperature causes changes in rainfall. The more heat there is, the more evaporation, the more moisture that there is in the air, and the more that can dump onto the lands. These storms are also more severe and also way more frequent. This also causes a lot of flooding and landslides. Not necessarily areas some areas that are close to the sea, but some that are not. Regardless, this dumping of excess water is causing the land beneath it to deteriorate. This is also happening along our shorelines. The warming and rising of ocean temperatures. The oceans absorb most of the heat from global warming. The ice melts and increases sea level rising, threatening coastal and island communities. So what does this have, or how does this affect flooding and sea level rise? The rising sea levels and the more severe storms cause these storm surges to become stronger and more intensive, and it's going to displace more people because these storm surges are going to reach further inland. As the oceans rise, the further inland they'll go, and potentially not leaving that area. When you look at places like Florida, they're especially the Miami area, they're very low lying areas, and when it becomes inundated, the water may not come back out and it will stay inundated.
Hello, I'm Matt Deguzman, and I'm here at Stockton AC, and I'm about to talk about some infrastructure problems we have. So, because of all these impermeable surfaces we have due to development, it makes it difficult for stormwater to seep into the ground. This causes increased runoff. This increased runoff can make floodings more frequent, more intense, and extend their flood extent. Since storms are going to get worse through hurricanes and other extreme weather, we should probably work on this. Some solutions to this would be through living shorelines. We can utilize marsh plants to simulate wetlands and have their ecosystem benefits. They are resistant to storms and they can reduce erosion. Permeable surfaces, they can allow water to seep into the ground and prevent the runoff problems. This can be done through pavers and other types of concrete. This will also allow water to seep back into the ground. So some things New Jersey is going to do is this pact called Resilient Environments and Landscapes, or REAL for short. Basically, they're going to change flood zoning in accordance to climate change and sea level rise. Other things they're going to do is to make buildings more resilient to floods and to put houses on stilts so flooding won't affect them as badly. Other things are increased drainage. Basically, with better drainage systems, streets won't be as flooded. And if we don't do this, this will happen.